Seniors, we must exercise. Hello, everybody. I'm Bill, and welcome to Strong Healthy Seniors. Today we're going to talk about why seniors need to exercise. You know, one of the biggest myths in fitness may be that seniors may think that they don't need to exercise. Maybe many people think that. They think that exercise is just for young people. And it does benefit young people and people of all ages, to be honest. But it may not benefit any age group more so than it benefits seniors. And we're going to talk about that today. But, you know, exercise and the benefit of exercise is something that we probably all know. Probably since 7th grade health class, we know that exercise, nutrition, and adequate rest are like the three pillars of health and fitness. Getting proper exercise, a healthy diet, balanced diet, and adequate rest. But the question becomes, now we know how beneficial exercise can be. How do you begin to exercise? You know, and I'll mention this. Exercise, in my opinion, is the trigger of the other fitness aspects. Think about this, that if you've ever exercised for a period of time, it begins to make you want to eat better. It makes you want to make healthier food choices. It's like your body tells you we need to eat healthier food. We may even want to avoid unhealthy foods, empty calories. It kind of helps you to improve your diet and nutrition. And it will lead to better rest, better sleep. But if you choose a better diet, if you choose to eat more nutritious food, well, you may feel better, but that doesn't necessarily lead you or encourage you to exercise. And in the same way, just because you may be getting more rest, you may feel better, but it may not necessarily make you want to go exercise. But exercise, it takes some effort to get started, but it tends to lead to these other aspects and make a full spectrum of health and fitness benefits. But as I mentioned, the big question is, how do you get started? We see all around us, internet, so many places, so much information about health and fitness that it's really mind-boggling, isn't it? It's hard to tell what is the truth and what works and what doesn't work, isn't it? Well, I'm here to help narrow that down for you. I'm telling you, I promise you, that I have found a way to exercise that'll make it easy. It'll make it easy for you. There's a way to get good nutrition. It's really easy. I found a way to do that. And there's tips to getting adequate rest. And together, these three aspects of fitness, we can really begin to become much healthier. And so that's what we're going to do on this channel. This is my launch video, by the way. So, how do we get started and how do we keep going? Because consistency is the key. Let me ask you this, between these two things, a demanding workout, and think about a demanding workout. It might make you fatigued. It might make you sore. You might have some soreness. You might begin to overtrain and get aspects from that, and those can be terrible. You may get injuries, even worse. And if you get injured, you may have to stop training. And after you stop for a while, it's hard to get back. So you have this cycle starting and stopping, and no matter how encouraged, how motivated you are to begin to work out, if you do a really demanding workout, it seems to be difficult to keep going, doesn't it? And when you look at the statistics, really there's relatively few people, especially seniors, who are able to do these demanding workouts for long periods of time. And you have to ask yourself, is that really beneficial health-wise compared to consistency, compared to being consistent? Because if we can just keep going, and really, I think that exercising, if we can find a way to do it, should be something we do for the rest of our life. It'll make our life longer. It'll make us stronger. It'll make us more flexible, give us better balance, just make our life better in so many ways it's hard to number, for our family, our friends, and ourselves. Think how beneficial that can be, just to be consistent at exercising. So what is the key to that? Really, the key is to find the level of exercise that you need to do in order to be consistent. And here's what happens. Now, I've been exercising. I'm almost 70. I'll be 70 this year. And I've been exercising for well over 50 years, since I was a young guy. And I started out when there weren't even gyms, there weren't even fitness centers. I think there was YMCAs. I don't think they had a weight room. I've seen this whole thing begin. I saw Arnold come about, and then this whole industry. And now where we are is just, I think it's just confusion. It's hard to really find out what the truth is, what works and what doesn't work. And by the time you try all these things, spend all your effort on them, many people get frustrated and just give up. Well, I'm here. I'm here to show you a way that will not just start you, it started me, but I think it will start many people. I'm hoping. Okay. So, the idea is, let me say that generally, when you begin to want to start to exercise, you may go to a fitness center, you may talk to friends, you may read books. What you're trying to do is find out, do a kind of a look at yourself, an analysis of yourself, and see where you can begin. And so, because you want to do it in a hurry, don't you? You want to be really fast. You want to get there really fast. You want to be as good as you can be today, right? ASAP. You kind of jump in the middle. Or a trainer may say, well, we'll start out here. We'll start out. Here's what I think. And I'll tell you, if not in this video, in other videos, if you'll stick with me, how I came across this. But for now, I'll just tell you that to me, the wise course is to begin at the beginning. And where do we start when we begin something? What's those saying? A journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. Well, when you start this fitness journey, do you start in the middle, like that journey of 1,000 miles? If you want to move a car from here to there, do you pick it up and carry it over there? Do you put it in neutral and give it a push and get it started? You start at the beginning. You start at one. One is the beginning, isn't it? So, the routine that I've developed is called the 1-rep workout. I actually call it the one perfect rep workout, because it starts at the beginning. Let me ask you this. Did you exercise yesterday, or have you exercised today? Many people may have. But if you haven't, we're going to exercise today. Okay? We're going to start today. And this is not just my journey. No. It's you and I. We're going to do this together. We're going to be on this journey together. I'm going to be with you. I'm going to be with you every day. And we're going to start this journey. So when you go to a gym, think about this scenario. You may pick 5 to 10 exercises. You may decide to do, say, 5 to 10 repetitions, or let's say 3 to 5 sets, and 5 to 10 repetitions. Well, if you add that all up, 10 exercises. Say you do 5 sets, that's 50, and you do 10 reps, that's 500. 500 repetitions at the gym. That's a lot. That's a lot of effort. That's a lot of energy expended. That's a lot of time. That's a lot of repetitive motion that sometimes leads to injuries. And so anyway, when you think about it, which exercise is it that does you the good? Out of all these 500 repetitions, in each set, or each exercise you've chosen, it's probably the very last one or two, the one that's challenging. So why not just start there? Why don't we just make this a very easy, simple exercise routine? Now, I kind of ran across this by mistake because I was having trouble. Like I'm saying, I've made all these mistakes myself until recently, and it was just pretty recently. I was really pushing myself and really doing demanding workouts. And I just kept getting injured. I just was too tired. It was just too big a mountain to face every day. And sometimes I could be successful at really putting in a lot of days, and then next thing I know, my knees sore, my shoulder impingement, different things, joints. I'm an old man, and it catches up with you. So I would have a little lull in my exercising, and I thought, I'm gonna go down there and do something. And I had a little gym downstairs, and I just went down. So I'm gonna just do one, and I went down. Started out, rode my bike for a minute, and it felt pretty good. I said, well, you know what? I feel like doing something, but I said, I'm gonna take it easy. So I'm just gonna do that one rep I was thinking about, and I did it. And then I stretched for a little while. Then I put a check mark on my calendar for that day, and I patted myself on the back. I did a workout. Next day, I came downstairs. I said, you know what? I still don't feel that good today, but I can do one, and I'm going to do this one. Rode my bike for a minute, got a little warmed up, felt pretty good. Did a repetition. Well, I kept doing this, and it seems like time doesn't go by that fast, but it does. And here's an interesting thing, is that you may think that you have to add repetitions or add weight every day. If you improve your exercise every day, I would say it's even more beneficial than adding weight or adding repetitions. It's safer, and you still get a benefit. Here's the thing about doing too much, is that our muscles can grow pretty fast. They can adapt pretty fast. But that doesn't necessarily mean that all our body systems can adapt that fast. You see that a lot. That people's muscles will get bigger, but how fast can your heart adapt? How fast can your cardiovascular system change? How fast can your endocrine system change and adapt? All your body systems How fast can they really adapt to that? Let's give them time. Listen to this. Think about this. That strength is not just physical strength. It's the strength to show up. It's the inner strength to be consistent. I sometimes call it that we're actually exercising our consistency muscles. What we're actually doing in this exercise routine is building our consistency. Let me make that clear. Let me say that again because it's so important. What we're doing in this exercise program, Strong Healthy Seniors, one perfect rep workout, we are building our consistency, our ability to be consistent. And we start at the beginning and we progress gradually. And people, you'll be surprised. You may think, oh, no, this is not going to work. I'm not going to get there fast enough. Huh? Okay. Go ahead and think that. What's going to happen is you'll find out it doesn't take as much effort as everybody says. If I just exercise a little, really well, and I'm telling you, as we go along, it's going to take some effort. Let me show you. If you're sitting down or standing up, let's do an exercise. You want to? Let's do our exercise right now. We're going to do, since I can do it right now pretty easy, a bicep curl. Okay, so we're going to push our elbows back and we're going to lower our arms. Now, we're going to make a strong movement up. You don't even need any weight now, just go along with me. Up. Now, at the top, keep your elbows back. Flex. And count to 5 or 10 seconds. 1, 2, flex hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, flex. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, really flex it. Now, relax. And lower your arm gradually, slowly, to the count of 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, relax your arm. Let it stretch out. Stretch your arm. There you go. Now, that was one rep. That's a good rep. Now, we'll do 9 to 10 exercises. And we're going to do them all. We may start out not that intense. We may just start out doing a movement. I'll tell you, I really want everybody that possibly can to join us. You may want to do the exercises I do. You may want to choose your own exercises. You're free to. This is like a Bob Ross workout. Remember the painter? He said, it's your world. You're the creator. You do whatever you want to do. This is your picture. This is your workout. You make it whatever you want it to be. I'll show you some guidelines. I'll show you some exercises. You choose what you want to do, what you can do. I'll show you some equipment. I've got this equipment here. You can do it with a pair of dumbbells, really light dumbbells. You can do some bands. Those elastic bands, they're really great. Anything you can find. Some canned goods, anything with some weight by. Water bottles, something. You can do it with this. A couple of these. We're just going to get started. We're going to start this journey. And people, you can be with me every day. I'm going to be here for you. I'm going to be here for you. Something major would have to come up for me not to be here for you. But I just ask you this. You can come and watch if you want, but I really ask you to give me some effort. And please, give me your best effort. And let me tell you this, people. I'm not that smart. I'm not that smart of a person. I just came across this and I'm sharing it with people because I've always wanted to help people with fitness. And I'm not here to make a high dollar YouTube channel. That's not why I'm here. All this I've done here is to try to help people. So, tell your friends, tell your relatives, bring everybody with you. Tell them to join us. It's really easy. And we're going to make amazing progress here. I promise you. Because if you just come join me every day, it's going to take about 15 minutes. And let me tell you some little things. The CDC, American Heart Association, in the magazine Circulation, printed an article about a study, a massive study that was done about finding out not how many exercises we can do to benefit us, but where's maybe the most beneficial zone of exercise that will benefit us to the greatest extent. You might be aware of this. And they found that 150 minutes of moderate physical activity per week, I think the statistics said, can increase or decrease your risk of all-cause mortality, any cause of health-related death, by over 30%. 150 minutes of moderate physical activity, not even very strenuous, per week, can reduce your risk of dying of diseases and health risks by over 30%. Now, it's not guaranteed it'll work for every person, but it gives us a good chance to avoid life-threatening diseases and to extend our lives. So, amazing information. And our workout here will be about 15 minutes. But it's a structured exercise that we can do each day. And then we'll find 15 more minutes of physical activity in our day. Or if you don't feel like you can, then after our workout, dance or ride a bike for a few minutes, It gets you started, and it'll get us healthy to be here every day. So, I don't think I had much more to say. And I appreciate you joining me here today. Thank you for being with me on the launch of my first video. And I'm excited for us. And, I can almost see out there. I can see these people that I think together. And please share your comments. Please share things that you... I just now remembered something. I have a goal. And I had this idea that I wanted to help 100 people to be healthier and more fit. And to, 1,000 people. I had an idea to help 1,000 people in this world to join me. You know what? I think I can reach that pretty easy. I think so. If I stick with this. But a goal that may be kind of lofty. See that sign behind me there? You know what I'd like to do? And I want this channel to be worldwide. This is the World Wide Web. I'm going to do a, podcast where I'm going to exercise each day with you. I'm going to be here for you. We're going to exercise together. You can join my podcast, and I'm going to try to time it where it'll be a pretty good time for people in the United States. And on the other side of the world, it'll be a good time for them too. And there's billions of people. I'm just thinking about the millions and millions of people that may join us. Some may continue, but anyway, that's my goal. I know there's a lot of people out there, and if I could just reach them and show them this easy way to get started exercising and to improve our nutrition. I've got some videos to show you about what I've learned about nutrition that really helps me. I'm going to show you what I do, how I do it, how I save money, how it's really pretty easy, and I love it. I love it. And some tips on getting better rest, which I'm not the best expert on. If there's one aspect of fitness that I'm not that good at, it's probably not getting adequate rest. But I'm working on it. I do exercise, and I do work hard at nutrition. And my medical checkups have gone from being diagnosed with arthritis for over 25 years, being pre-diabetic for many years. I reversed that. I had hypertension, high blood pressure. I reversed that. When I go to the doctor now, they're like, well, your blood pressure is really good, your heart rate's good, your cholesterol's good, your A1C's good, things good. A lot of it's diet, a lot of it's just this small amount of exercise I do. I want to share this. I've turned my life around. I've turned my health around. Like I said, I'll be 70 this year, and I tell you, there's kids out here that'll come around looking for somebody to play with. I said, I'll play with you. Well, you're an old man. I said, well, let's go. What do you want to do? Well, you want to run? Okay, let's run. I'll race them. Do you think I can race? Yes, I can. I didn't used to be able to. A while back, I thought I was going to need a cane or a wheelchair or something. No. I turned it around. And you can too. You can too. We're going to do this. We're going to do this together. I'm going to be here for you. Please help me. I know that there's a lot smarter people than me out there. I'd say you're smarter than me. Share what you know. Let's share it together. I'm not here to compete. I'm here to reach a goal of, like I said, at least 1 million seniors, strong and healthy, and working hard for their families and being strong for their family and being strong for their friends and being strong for their self. Finding inner strength to be here. You know how it really takes more strength just to be here. But to be consistent, that's what we're doing. We're building up those consistency muscles. So, thank you so much for listening to me today. I know probably nobody will watch this video, and I'll pare it down some later. But if you happen to see it and you like it, I'm so glad you're here today with me. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you next time on Strong Healthy Seniors. Have a great day.